Hello there and welcome back to another edition of the Hot Lap Classic Remastered. This time we'll take a look at the 1998 TRD Chaser Sports X30. This is a surprisingly long-serving car in Gran Turismo. I think this served all the way from GT2 up to GT6. I even think it was in GT3, the only Chaser to actually continue on from this game onwards into 3, 4, 5 and 6. I have to assume the reason it did is because someone from Polyphony must have owned one, so they were easy to scan it, I guess. It seems like a weird decision. I know the Chaser is relatively well known in Japan, but for not the Toyota version of it, but a TRD version of it, to be the poster child's a little bit strange. I'm sure some Japanese nut is going to explain to me why the TRD Chaser Sports X30 is actually the most legendary pre-tuned car in all of Japan. But yeah, I'm not really sure on the surface. I've got to admit, I'm not a big Chaser person. It sort of falls into the category of me of 90s dull-looking Japanese car that was famous because engine and drifting, and now it's sort of become well-known. It's a okay-looking car, it's just a little bit boring. I would rather have a Lexus LS or any of the other sorts, really, Lexus GS, over this, but I mean, if you like it, you like it, I guess. Admittedly, this version with this race mod is very cool. This race mod is based on a Super Silhouette concept car that Toyota presented around 1999. Essentially, they were going to kickstart Silhouette racing again. It never took off, and I think this is the only concept car that came of it. But it is a wild-looking thing with this huge body kit, big wing. If anything, I think it looks far cooler than the Chaser LM edition. Now, speaking of Chasers, they haven't done particularly well around here. The quickest non-LM edition Chaser currently sits in 452nd place. So, yeah, we'll see how this does. Admittedly, this is sort of taking big power saloon car, does quite well, to its absolute pinnacle, because this makes an awful lot of power. It doesn't really weigh that much. I'm a little bit terrified of how this is going to drive, given Supras and stuff do not drive well. Nor did the original Chasers, to be perfectly honest, but we'll see how this does. Front-engined rear-wheel drive, 687 horsepower, 1,255 kilos. One of the very few cars in this game that even gets close to 700 horsepower. So, yeah, this might be dangerous. I guess we'll find out. Hopefully the big body kit will have given it massive tyres, but it won't have. Anyways, to find out how the TRD Chaser Sports X30 gets along, it is going to have 6 laps of the Motorsports Land track in order to set the best time it possibly can. Our current leader is the Suzuki Escudo Pikes Peak version that carves at a time of a 25.696, and this car unlikely to beat that. I did speak about the Chaser Tourer V. That's at a time of a 31.469, which this has already beaten, and actually quite convincingly, because this isn't the worst driving thing ever, as it turns out. Okay, I may have misjudged this vehicle. It does have quite short gearing, which, to be honest with you, I'd rather have longer gearing with a big turbo engine like this. But it actually seems to control the power reasonably well. I tell you what, actually, this is alright so far. 30.307. It is 0.1 quicker than a Supra, as in the quickest Supra we've had. So I guess Supra versus Chaser, Chaser wins. There you go. I did not think I was going to be saying that today. Wow, that was quite convincing. My concern with this vehicle is it's very nice when I'm sort of getting a feel for it. I'm going to try stepping on it a little bit now and sort of seeing if we can pull any more lap time out of it. I feel like this is when this car is going to get a little bit more aggressive, but we will find out. Tell you what though, so far it actually is doing alright. It feels, I suppose because it's 300 kilos lighter than that Jag we had last time out, it actually feels alright, this. Which is quite shocking. I was expecting this to be, oh my god! It is an under 30 club for the TRD Chaser X. Why? What? I mean, like, alright. Jesus. I knew it was quick. I didn't think it was that quick. Wow. This is... Don't get me wrong, you have to pay it a little bit of respect because it is still a 700 horsepower rear-wheel drive monster. But I am seriously impressed with the way that drives. I'm saying with the way that drives because I don't think I can quite match its lap on this one. But I tell you, that is very, very good. I'm gonna say, it will snap on you, not in third gear obviously, but like here, if you're a complete muppet, yeah, it will go round. It will absolutely go round if you're a complete muppet, but yeah. I am very shocked at how quick that was, given, again, the standard chasers aren't really much to write home about, and to be honest with you, I thought this was just a sort of more powerful version of that, but no, that is legitimately very impressive. That is rather excellent, actually, to be honest. I really don't know what to say. I'm a bit... I really don't know. I literally couldn't tell you why that's as good as it is. That lap as well. Jeez. Yeah, it was 0.2 quicker through... I mean, yeah. I suppose, you know, sometimes you should get into one with the car, and this really is one of those where I am at one with it. Not massively consistent. Again, it is one of those where if you do try and push it a little bit, admittedly, I was not driving at my best there, apart from for that one lap, but it is one of those where you have to pay it respect, otherwise it will bite you, but if you can get it hooked up, I am astonished. A 29.689 will place this into 169th. It goes in between the Calsonic GT500, which is an old time, so don't worry about it too much, and the R32 Skyline. It is quicker than the Viper GTSR, RX-7 Type R, Pulsar GTI-R, 323 GTR, CVR Cerberus Speed 6. I mean, it is legitimately quick. In terms of sort of mad rear-wheel drive things quicker than it, the Roof BTR2. In this vicinity, there really isn't much. RX-7 GTC, that got very lucky. Mazda RX-7 A-Spec. I mean, it's the RX-7s which we sort of know are like, I hold up as some of the best rear-wheel drive cars in the game. And I guess this has to go right up there because, yeah, it's properly on it. It is worth mentioning, it is still 0.3 slower than the Aristo V300. So if you are going to buy a Toyota saloon car, you are better off going with that one. And it is also slower than the Mercedes-Benz C55 AMG. But no, that's madly impressive from this car. I am very shocked. Huh. It's actually, to be honest with you, if I had to choose between this and the Chaser LM Edition, given how sort of weird the Chaser LM Edition is, I think it's the slowest LM Edition we've had. I would be tempted to go with this over that, to be perfectly honest. So, there you go. Anyways, that's it for this episode. Thank you all very much for watching. Join me next time when I'll be driving something completely different. Until then, farewell.